apology later, but if you end up going back and watching it, thanks for the heads up on how to like send the video, save the video, make it private. That way we have access to it later, so the government or law enforcement can't go in and hack it and delete it. We've seen that happen with 3 or 4 different live streamers. You know, your video's been taken offline and deleted.
Right.
Of what happened today.
There's one of them right there that got taken down on police.
We're not going anywhere. Oh wait, we like him. Actually, we like him. I'm not gonna yell at this one. What's up, brother?
Wow.
Just saying hi.
Saying hi.
Well, you came up to my door. I figured you wanted to talk.
No, I was just saying hi. Trying to figure out who was in here.
10-4 me, Bob. We've got the group over here, guys. We're not gonna go anywhere. We're not going anywhere until Santa comes out. Oh, you're gonna hear it right here from Bob.
We're not going anywhere until you get out here, Santa.
We're waiting on you, Santa. Come and meet us, buddy. When you're ready for us to leave, you can ride down here and tell us. Until then, we're gonna hold the line. We're not going anywhere. It's gonna take them a long time to tow all these vehicles, so they could go and get 50 or 100, whatever, freaking tow trucks. They could go get another 200 police officers and pay overtime. You could come out here and abuse us again and injure a woman, right, with a charge at Shelley. Right, and I don't know if they bumped that truck or if she slipped when they charged at her, but I know some of the boys that
It startled her when she seen them coming up one side, and when she turned around to get a picture of them, she fell out.
That's when she fell. Okay. So Shelley's injured. She may have a fractured, like ulnar or radial head, or a dislocated elbow, fractured elbow. She definitely has an injury at that part of her arm. I created an improvised splint for her, and a sling and a swath, and so we're going to send her to the hospital right now. That's what we're doing. And, man, Bob, thanks for meeting up with us and riding out here, man. Bob's from Minnesota, yeah.
This is my pleasure. Can't think anywhere I'd rather be, anything I'd rather be doing.
Thanks for, Bob's letting me hang out in his AC for a little bit. So it sure does feel better. Yeah. So all of Santa's.
Flatland air conditioning's working great.
Oh, Flatland gave us the AC here?
Flatland gave us the AC.
Give him the AC. He hooked me up, so yeah, thanks, Flatland. If you guys are in Minnesota, you need an AC, check out Flatland.
Okay, Tire and Bait gave us the tires.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Here's your commercial. We're going to pause 5 seconds for station identification.
Gotta get that in there.
I know, no halo, because your people really did make it possible for you to be here. And Bob is the one truck left, right?
Yeah.
Bob is the only truck left holding the line for freedom. Bob is the only truck who's still here, who's still holding the line for freedom, everybody. Everybody else has been towed or asked to leave, or they jumped in their vehicle without a warrant. But that's their home, right? As a trucker, like, isn't that their home? Can't a police officer not go in there without a warrant? How does that work?
You know, we're in D.C. They have a whole set of different laws, so I wouldn't put anything past them.
They don't have to post a sign that says no trucks to throw you out. That's one. And I got that Parks police officer to walk the whole block with me. And I go, you show me. And I had the live stream. And I've got that video on private now. All right, I saved the video. It's on private. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Oreo's still begging for money. All right, well, hey, look, I know that you guys help us stay out here or whatever, but if Oreo is like making sandwiches, loading trucks, unloading food, or like donating that money to the convoys, support him. But if he's keeping that for himself to smoke cigars while everybody else does the work and he just videos it, maybe think about how you spend your money. Some of us might need bail, you know what I mean? Here in a little bit, like Santa. If you want some money or want to donate money, get a lawyer for Santa. Maybe he already has one, but go get a civil rights attorney to call out of that jail and get him out. Then send an Uber down there and bring him back here.
We miss you, Santa.
Santa, we miss you, buddy. Come on. We're in the belly of the beast. I mean, that's the Washington Monument right there outside of you. You know, your windshield way down there, and we've got the Capitol behind us. Did you ever think we'd be treated like this in D.C., Bob?
Never in my lifetime did I. Look at all those flags down there.
That's what I'm saying.
Awesome.
All those flags, all these patriots, and even the Marine officers came over to hang out with us. We're singing Amazing Grace, and they arrest Santa in the middle of the verse. And then they didn't wait. They just grabbed him and arrested him in the middle of the verse. And you're telling me that's America? That's America. Get the flip out of here. Pardon me. Get the flip out of town. Nuts. So we're going to stay right here. We've got it in park. That's the Capitol right behind me in the rearview mirror with Jesse right there behind Jesse. The Capitol's there. The Washington Monument is there. The White House is just on the other side of the Washington Monument, kind of over there. The Supreme Court is, actually I can show you, back on the other side of this building and a little bit to the left. Right back there is what I was going to say. The Supreme Court's back that way. Congress is that way. Senate's that way. Congressional offices are that way. Washington Monument's that way. White House is right there. Smithsonian Air and Space is over there. National Art Gallery's right here. We're in it. We're right in the middle of the swamp, they said. I don't know. You want to talk to these guys? Guys, this is Bob.
Hello, how you doing?
Say hey to Bob, Patriots. He's a great guy from Minnesota.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm part of the Minnesota Motley Crew.
Just watch the buttons. Don't push the buttons.
I think I did push a button. But
oh, did it cut it off? Oh, you're good, but hold it on this side.
All right. So, I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't even know how to hold a phone correctly.
Before I was a live streamer, I would just steal other people's live streams and just go around and interview people and just have fun. And I don't know, it's having fun.
It was such an amazing day until the Gestapo came in.
Tow trucks! Tow truck! Tow trucks are here!
Tow trucks are here.
Here he is, guys. I'll show you his company name. All right, not a tow truck, just a flatbed. Sorry, I saw the lights. You're good.
Good test.
All right, good test. All right, I was wrong. It's just a flatbed. I thought I was going to go stand in the way of a truck. My bad. False alarm. My bad. Sorry, I went with the rear view mirror ID on a tow truck, and it was a flatbed hauling other stuff. Now, I've seen tow trucks look like that before.
Yeah.
Just with not quite so much pipe on the back.
Right.
All right, sorry, guys. I took you away
What's the
from
pipe
Bob.
all about? Are they going to hear it? Are they going to start spraying the swamp down?
They're probably bringing giant potato launchers down here. Shoot taters at us.
Right.
Sorry, talk to these folks. You got it on this side, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And give a shout out to your Minnesota people. They're probably going to watch you, right?
That's right.
Give them a holler.
I want to thank all those Minnesota Patriots that helped me get out here, encouraged me, showed me the support. Bricks Travel Plaza, OK Tire and Bait, Sportsman's, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Those are true Patriots. All of his employees are awesome. His wife is awesome. And he's got an awesome Christian family. Love him to death.
Cool. Good.
But, and then Too Tall Tavern. Yeah, without him, I wouldn't have the wheels I got to get out here. And he's an amazing patriot. And he'd be here himself if he didn't have all those employees and their families to keep going. So thank you, Patriots. Keep tuning in. Punch the like, punch the subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bob, we're going to give you a live stream, man. You did great. That was so good.
Well, a little bit under pressure, you know. Not real good at this, but
You crushed it, buddy.
awesome. It's just, I just love being here.
Look, they like you, yeah. Bob, why did you decide to come here? Why was it worth coming to the 1776 restoration movement? And is this what you thought would happen?
I really didn't think this would happen. I wanted to show the support. I've seen what's been going on in the country, and everybody needs to stand up. And I was sitting at home yelling at the TV, and I'd donate, and I've got more My Pillows than you could ever imagine. My kids got My Pillows, my grandkids, great grandkids, everybody I know. That was my whole Christmas shopping list. And they've got books, and there's ways to support. If you can't make it out here, there's other ways that you can support. So just whatever you can do, Patriots.
Bob?
We need anything. We need your help. We need you to stand up. We need you to talk to your neighbor. We need you to talk to your friends. We need you to talk to anybody that you can possibly talk to. Fly a flag. Go drive around your own town with a flag. People ask you what that's all about, just tell them.
It's a great idea. So something people could do is just maybe put a flag on their own vehicle wherever they live in the country and just support freedom and patriotism.
Right.
And then when people say, what the heck is going on, you tell them. I think that's a brilliant idea. Yeah, I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yes.
Cool.
And that's something I know anybody can do.
Yep.
That's a start. And once you get started, you just can't quit.
Especially after you meet patriots like this.
That's right. This guy is awesome. You should have seen the crew. I was hammered down, headed for Bunker Hills, and I got on the live streams, and I was looking at the information when I'd stop, and all of a sudden I seen that X-ray vision was coming across, and I thought, oh well, I'm about a day and a half ahead of him. Well, you know what? I could use a rest, and so I just pulled over there in Ohio. I heard he was coming through Hebron, Ohio, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm just going to settle down and clean up and relax for a little bit, and I'm waiting for X-ray vision, and we're going to go in with a bang.
Oh, I'd say we did.
The feeling I got, I took my grandson on the first convoy when the People's Convoy was first coming out of California. My grandson and I, we jumped in my car, flagged it all up, and we joined the I-94 coming out of Fargo. And we met him in Sauk Center. We were on the ramps and flying the flags and goosebumps until they wouldn't quit. And my grandson got the same feeling. I seen a smile on his face that he couldn't take off. And he's been ready to go ever since. But the feeling I got just from seeing the people on the ramps and the overpasses, I hated to turn around. I wanted to keep going. But my grandson had to finish school. He just graduated.
Oh, cool!
Year.
Congratulations.
So I turned around. And I just kept thinking, what can I do? What can I do? And finally, I retired about 7 years ago, and been kind of longing to get back in a truck. And I seen this truck for sale, and I thought, well, I was curious, so I called and talked to the guy, and I said, yeah, I'd love to have something like that and join that movement out there in DC.
Yeah.
And I said, but I lost my CDL. I had to give up my CDL because of my health card. And he says, you don't need no health card. You don't need no CDL. That's an RV. And it's licensed as an RV.
Nice.
And you can drive your heart out. And I thought, back in the saddle again. I'm at home. That's the way I feel. I'm just at home.
I'm glad you're here. That's how I feel with these people. Incredible patriots who you don't see in other parts of the country.
To be around like-minded people like this, every one of them, you turn around and you talk to people, and they're not looking at you like you're nuts, and they're not looking at you like what's the matter with you, They're all fighting for freedom. And, when people finally wake up, they're gonna say, well, how did you know? And with all this information we have at our fingertips, I just ask them, how wouldn't you know?
Good. Teresa Knight just said, awesome. God bless you, sir, in all capitals.
And
we
God
love you all. This man is great. Great interview, awesome guy. Yeah, 10-4 is an awesome guy. It's been really fun riding with you because you have such good energy. You know what I mean? You have a smile on your face all the time, and he's a really positive gentleman, and he's a good driver.
Well, thank you.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Thank you. This man, he led us over here, and you couldn't ask for a better escort, I'll tell you that.
Well, you've never been to the Philippines. I'm just kidding. I never did that in the Philippines. I just like to joke about it.
Yes.
Sorry, that's inappropriate, but I couldn't pass off an escort joke.
Right.
Man, I'm glad you're here.
We're not all claiming to be perfect, but...
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, a little inappropriate. I hear what you're saying about being around like-minded individuals. Could you maybe say something about what that was like, especially coming out of some of the lockdowns, in the pandemic, and what that did to people? Just sort of like, to me, I think it kind of shattered what was a social reality. Yeah, a social base of, oh, well, we'll go here for dinner, or, oh, we're going to meet each other for tea, or whatever it is that people do.
Yeah.
So, what is it?
It shut
to
down
come
the
together?
businesses. People were just afraid to to go talk to somebody because they were afraid they were going to get a germ that was all fabricated.
Remember this?
Yes.
Thanks, sir. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the same plug.
It's a C, right? All right, now we have Juice Visionaries. Look at all those hearts. I think they like you.
Awesome. We love
Yeah,
you.
Santa was arrested. Santa was jailed and arrested. X-ray police is on his way. I know they've been here a lot. I've had 200 police officers here. I've been yelling at police all day, expressing my frustration, Bob.
Yes. We heard Santa was fined right under $500, so they are going to release him. So we hope to see him soon.
We're waiting for him right here.
That's right. We're staying right here, Santa. So just
this is where I'm going to be till I see Santa. You know, so if Santa has to get out here in an Uber, or if somebody's got to rent him a truck, or if I've got to go and pick him up in my truck, just call me. I'm coming, Santa. You just let me know. And I'll bring a whole damn convoy to the jail and we'll pick you up.
We know how this swamp works, so we ain't going for no fake Santa either.
That's right.
We want the real deal back here.
Yeah, don't send us a Santa clone. We want the real one.
That's right.
Well, all right. Well, what do you think will happen? Like, how do you think that this will play out today, Bob?
We're just going to keep doing things legally and peacefully, and just try and comply and get our message across. That's the way we're going to win this fight for our freedom, is through peaceful protest and doing things by the letter of the law. We love the thin blue line. This was no thin blue line we saw today. This was a fake yellow line.
That's really well said.
We do not support that.
That's really well said, Bob. Because I've met so many police officers in my life who are good guys, good families, trying to do the right thing to help American citizens. But I saw these people come in here today, and I've never seen anything like it. It was like Nazis. It was like Gestapo. There was no freedom. I mean, there was no sign that said we couldn't be here, and they said, "Oh, well, F you anyway."
Right.
And they wouldn't even answer the question. They wouldn't even look me in the eye and answer the question. Look at all this love, Bob. See all those thumbs up and hearts?
Yeah.
God bless you and what you're doing, right? That's right, Bob. 10-4.
I got an empty seat, so.
Oh, you're looking for a seat cover, huh? Well, maybe they don't know that term. Do y'all know what seat cover means? Have I told y'all that before? A passenger in the passenger seat is the seat cover, good.
Right.
And so, Bob, what are you looking for in a passenger? Somebody who might want to come out and ride with you? What would be some qualities and someone that might be fun, you know, things to talk about or whatever?
Yeah, hopefully a good navigator, because I can't find my way around the block sometimes.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot all my stuff.
Okay, so a navigator,
yeah.
Right? You shouldn't have too much body odor.
And, you know, just somebody with that enjoys freedom, that's a patriot, and talk about patriotic things, movements, people, information.
Yep.
I just can't get enough of that.
And would you rather have a male or a female seat cover?
Well, you know the answer to that.
Well, I mean...
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you the answer to that. I'd love to have a beautiful-minded female.
Beautiful-minded female. You're a smart guy. You know how to add that minded in there. You know, there are a lot of beautiful-minded female visionaries. And I was just thinking, ladies, if you're at home, you know, Bob's a good guy. It's a beautiful RV right here. You know what I mean? You could come check it out.
No, I didn't make my bed this morning.
Maybe. Oh, sorry, buddy. Well, another reason for some help. You know, you had a lot going on. We were up at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So, ladies, if you want to ride with Bob, come on out. All right, I'll set it up for you. Just send me a message. You know how I like to do the dating game. No, come on. You're not too old. You're good to go. Come out. Trucker G's in the chat right now, so we're saying,
all right,
hey,
hello, Trucker G.
Do you watch his show sometimes?
And Mrs. G. I can't forget Mrs. G.
Hey, Mrs. G and Trucker G, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hooking me up with the YouTube channel.
I tell you what, Trucker G, if you're watching this right now, and Mrs. G, I've got a message for you from one of your live streams. I wrote some notes down having to do with that stream. If you just give me 1 second.
You got something you want to talk to him about?
I'll turn you back over to X-ray. I got to read them.
All right, I'm going to distract you guys. So right now I just got a text. Shelley is at Holy Cross Hospital. She's waiting to be seen right now at Holy Cross Hospital. Can you guys Google that and tell me about where that is? Because we should probably stop there on the way home, depending on if she's still there. Violet wants to ride with you. Violet says me.
Bring it on, Violet.
Violet's really cool too. Yeah, she's fun.
Bring it on, Violet.
Maybe she was saying it for something else, but the way that I'm reading it, she wants to ride with you.
It was so funny because Mrs. G was talking to one of her puppy dogs at the time that I wrote this down. Might take me a minute to find that.
So yeah, they said that he illegally drove too slow to intentionally cause traffic. That was one of his charges. Right here, come get me. Violet the Lazy Texan says, come and get me.
Where are you at, Violet?
Convoy to Texas.
Awesome. I love Texas.
We are totally going to set up some visionaries for some loving by the end of this convoy. I try to do it all the time. On here, anytime I find people who...
I might have to put a couple extra seats in here.
That's right. Yeah, we'll get a few visionaries right here.
Okay, this is for Mrs. G. She was talking to one of her puppies, and I don't know if you remember this or not, but you said, not on the seat, fat girl.
Hey, so you know how you called for legal assistance?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to send you a link. And this is
Mrs. Trucker G to your pug,
Yeah, sorry about that.
and you're ready to roll out
download
Sacramento.
this app. I'm
And
going to send it to
you
you.
said everything's going to be just fine. Some might not think fat girl is politically correct, but you have to call a spade, so I want Mrs. G to know that I'm also standing up for her right for freedom of speech, for the right to call her little female puppy a fat girl. I heard about a judge that could not define a woman, and that judge might argue that. But just thoughts. I write my thoughts down, just jot them down every once in a while as I think of them. But that struck me real funny when you called your puppy fat girl, because a lot of people would think that's inappropriate. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
We're human, we're real, and anybody would know that you said that with love in your heart when you said that to your puppy.
Yeah. And I like your dogs. Trucker G and Mrs. G have some pretty awesome dogs.
Yes, I do.
What was your favorite? Have you been watching them for a while?
I've watched just about everybody for a while.
Oh wow, okay, cool. So it's so great to have you out here now. What was a favorite moment from any Trucker G live stream that you've seen in the past? Was there was there some moment that stood out as superlative?
The most heartwarming story was a story he told about his brother and waking up wanting a cheeseburger.
That's awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That prayer will do it. And just an awesome family out here. I don't care what state you're from, how far you are away. If you're watching us, if you're fighting for freedom, you're our family.
That's it. A lot of people are asking me if I can put my first live stream back up on YouTube. It is on YouTube. It's saved to YouTube. I downloaded it. I saved it, to a hard drive. But additionally, I put it on private on YouTube. So maybe I don't know what that means. Trucker G was like, you got to put it on private, so it's harder for people to try to take down. So you can see it, I guess. I guess if you subscribe to the channel, maybe you can see it on the private side. I'm not real sure. I'm sorry. I don't really know, but I'll try to find out. And when I do, you'll be able to see it. We just want to try to document this stuff for posterity's sake, because we know that there's a history of electronic interference when it comes to this type of stuff, right?
Right.
Why let that video sit out there and makes the cops look terrible?
Yes.
Makes the state look terrible. Why would they leave it out there? Well, because it's the right thing to do, and that's why they definitely won't do it. Yeah, 10-4. What do you hope happens here in D.C. on Jefferson?
I hope at least one more person wakes up. And you know how that goes. That'll spread to 2 and 4 and 8. it just keeps going.
Yes, sir.
So that's what it takes. Just one a day, one at a time, and you just keep talking and just keep fighting for your freedom.
Good job.
They're trying to take it away every day. They're chopping away at it little by little. We don't stand up, it's all going to be gone.
Even these permits, even these signs are a limitation on our freedom, trying to access the Capitol, the National Mall, and even though we're paying and the signs say we're allowed to be here, they still come and throw us out and charge us
supporting their businesses,
and arrest us.
We're supporting their businesses. You know, it's giving their people something to think about, something to look at.
Yep.
So it wouldn't surprise me if some of these officers come over to our side every time they see something.
I can't believe they put that uniform on. You know, I get that. I do believe it. I know that people they have kids, they need health care, they have, ex-wives, they got to pay child support, whatever. You know what I mean? People have, whatever, they've got a car, they've got to pay for a house.
Right.
I get that. But is it worth everything who you are? Is it worth your values?
No.
Is it worth your integrity? And how do we communicate with people who think that that's okay? They're like, hey, being comfortable is more important than doing what's right. How do we break through that? Maybe this is it.
I think this is it. This was definitely it for me. Nothing's more important to me than doing what I'm doing, supporting in any way I can support.
10-4. What message would you tell the people at home, Bob? Like related to,
Put a flag in your window, put a flag on your yard. Just talk freedom to somebody. Just try and get a conversation going.
All right, cool. 10-4. Man, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
One last thing, maybe. Just, you made the transition from watching all these streams to being somebody who's actively involved, parked on the streets of DC with me right now. What was it that took you from being somebody who watches it online to somebody who had to get in the game? How did you do it? And could they do it?
You know what? Bryant was my tipping point. He can do it, I can do it.
10-4. With what that man had been through, and he gave it all to the movement. I think that Bryant, he gave everything for the movement.
Actually, one of the last entries I've got in here, before I got up off the couch and put her in gear, Bryant lives to fight for us, and he loves the journey, and he loves his new friends. He's just living the dream.
I think that's a big 10-4. I think that's well said.
The end of it right there.
He said it to me a lot, but how alive he felt, how happy he felt, how motivated he was to be a part of this, how he wanted to go around and talk and get the word out.
And that's exactly the position I'm in right now, where Bryant was. I'm more at home here than I am at home, or that I was at home.
Hear that?
I have such a comforted feeling being around my patriots.
Brian was actually going to be riding with us.
Yeah.
We almost had the opportunity to ride out here with him. That would have been something.
Right.
And so prayers to Brian's family and also to Tracy's family. We hope that they rest in peace, and they left everything on the field for the movement. They didn't give up and go home. Well, they went home, but they didn't give up.
No,
they never gave up. And we're not going to give up here.
You don't have to make this a full-time, rest of your life type of deal. We need reinforcements. We need just steady coming in, and we understand you can't stay here forever. Not everybody can. Come on in, visit with us, help support us. Come with us, enjoy the fun. You will not believe the feelings you get being with these people and doing some of the things we're trying to do for our freedom. We're fighting for you. This isn't a political left and right issue. This is good against the evil issue.
That's right.
And we need our freedoms back. I grew up feeling like a free person, and I thought there were people in charge looking out for our best interests, and I was very disillusioned. But we all just laid back a little too long, and I'd heard stories about this and that, and I thought, well, somebody will take care of that. Somebody will make sure that doesn't happen. But we're going to take our government back. We're going to fight for our freedoms. We're going to stand up for our rights, and we just got to keep doing what we can do.
I think that's really well said. Thank you so much for talking with me, Bob. You're very well spoken.
Thank you, X-Ray. I appreciate that.
Now, say hey to Violet, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
what's up, Violet?
Hey, I'll clean the seat up too.
Hold on, you don't want me to point the camera. All right, I'll point the camera straight off the seat, Bob.
Why did you clean up the seats?
He meant over here. He meant over there.
I'll put a new armrest out here for you, Violet.
10-4. Oh, a new armrest?
I will put it. I put a sock over this one. This one was getting a little warm.
He's got the sock on here. Now, the sock has multiple purposes, so I don't want to touch it. That's why he needs somebody riding with him. Come on. I'm just kidding. But, hey, that was like 573 people on here checking you out. They sure think you're a patriot, sir. Look at that.
Hello, Patriots. We love you. We
Look
love
at
you
all those nice comments right here for you.
Yep. Look at that.
Really good. Guys, yeah, I don't know if Santa has a lawyer. I think he does. If you can call down to that jail and try to support him, that'd be great. I know that Shelley is at the Holy Cross Hospital. I just got a message and we're waiting to see her right now. All right, so we're going to see what happens. And we're going to hold the line.
Yes, we are. We're here. We're here for you, Patriots. We're fighting for your rights. We're going to just keep it going. We're going to fight for your rights, fight for your neighbor's rights, fight for your kids' rights.
We're doing it for you. Scott, if you can see this, we're not leaving. I'm going to be on DC between 3rd Street and 4th Street on Jefferson until Santa comes and tells me he's okay. I'm going to be right here, Scott.
Correctamundo.
Oh, yeah, the driver in the cool truck that didn't have to leave is Bob. This is Bob. Oh,
hello.
Thanks, bro.
I didn't know what you guys had.
Hey,
How are you doing? How are you feeling? Guys, we got Jay in the house, too. He's out here holding it down as well. I was just talking to the Patriots, and we're not leaving until Santa gets out.
It was like $300 ticket, parking ticket. So we'll figure it out. Fuck it.
Santa's got, yeah.
Fuck it.
Yep.
It's $300 to save America.
That's what I'm saying. What?
Honestly, the People's Convoy wasted more money than that. So yeah, we'll spend $300 a person out here. Somehow, I'll go home and sell my shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever I gotta do.
That's right. That's exactly right. We'll go to a pawn shop with the tools I've got in my truck. I'll sell my DeWalt. Reciprocating saw in my drill. You know what I mean? And I'll freaking dig deep and we'll get Santa out.
Or we'll pimp you out, one of the two,
I go on the counter for you. Shit. Now Jesse's trying to pimp me out. Everything's fun and games until somebody pimps you out. What do you think I can get? Never mind. That's
so
it.
emotional,
It's crazy. Dude, what do you think about what's been happening? Did you think this would happen, Jesse?
Not like this.
I didn't think it would happen like this. After J6, I didn't think there's any way that the
After I
police
talked
would
to
act
those
that
cops,
way.
it made a lot more sense.
We got a helicopter. We got the whirly-bird, guys. We got the whirly-bird in the air. I know Marine 1 is supposed to come in later, right?
So I asked several cops. I was asking a cop on my live stream. I said, "Are you? What do you do after work? Are you Antifa? In your off time, are you Antifa?"
Oh my God.
He started laughing. I asked another guy. I said, "Whose check do they sign first? Your check or Antifa's check?" He no comment. Wouldn't tell me that wasn't true. He never denied it.
Yep.
He just wouldn't. He wouldn't answer my question, but he never did deny it at all. He could have denied it and said, "Oh, that's misinformation, or that's not true." A million things he could have said, and he didn't say nothing. Just kind of stood there with a smirk on his face.
I had a couple guys like that, and I let them have it pretty good with my words.
That really young kid, it was like kind of
with a
Mexican
mask?
looking. No, really young.
The other one? Okay.
Man, I got on to him some, and I was like, how much money are you getting to step all over that badge and step on that pledge you gave? the oath that you took, what does your family think about you
That's right.
going out here in the way that you're doing, and man, his eyes teared up. I can see it.
Really?
Yeah.
I said the same thing. I said your grandparents would roll over in their graves. They're ashamed of you. I was like, you think you're proud? You think your family's proud of you putting on that uniform? You think about how you behave today. Not one of you can show me a sign that says no trucks. Yeah, you made every truck leave even though there's no sign. And I was like, you tell me how that's legal and appropriate. They caused a woman to become injured. They arrested a man while we sang Amazing Grace.
Look at there's a truck.
There's a truck right there. Oh, no trucks here. Look at that. Good call, Bob.
There's more trucks over there.
Look at this truck. Oh, no commercial vehicles are allowed. What the hell is that?
Look at that.
It's a big ass truck. Oh yeah, there's some big ass trucks over there too. But no trucks are allowed to park. Looks like they're pretty parked to me.
What about when
Here's a truck, here's another one.
all the tow trucks went the wrong way on a one-way
Is he
street?
making a U-turn right there with that step deck?
U-turn right in the middle of the intersection.
That guy just made a U-turn.
Detached.
Detached? Sorry, it's not a step deck because it comes back up.
The neck detaches off of it, and see how the front of the trailer has those little ramps on it?
Yeah, buddy.
You can actually drive the machine up on it right there. The whole front comes off of it.
Cool. Real cool. Told you, Jesse knows a lot.
I tried to report a
man.
crime to one of those cops. There was a bunch of the tow trucks went the wrong way down a one-way street. And I said, I want to report them. They're going the wrong way down a one-way street, and he just stopped and turned around.
I mean, they were terrible. They just ignored us. I had one lieutenant who refused to give me his name and badge number. Refused to answer my question. Turned his back to me, and I called him a coward. I told him
What is
everything.
this guy doing? Is he blocking?
Do you guys see? Maybe they are blocking the road on us. Did you see how many times this guy's come in and out down here? This big truck. Shelley was injured. Shelley was injured.
I heard she did make it to the hospital.
She's there. Holy cross.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Bob, did you see what happened with Shelley
Yes,
when
I
it
did.
went down?
Yes, I did.
So you were a witness.
Yes, I was.
Could you give us a witness statement on what happened? Shelley was injured. They're asking who was injured.
I was sitting directly across the road from the fire truck, looking out the window of my driver's door, and I saw the Metro PD just kind of swarming all the vehicles and the fire truck.
Bob's talking about the fire truck that was parked right behind my white truck. So you see where my white truck is? This would have been Bob's view, right here out of his window, right where that car is now.
It was actually the hood of that fire truck and the cab of that fire truck was back here to the front of this blue van.
Okay.
So, I mean, I was actually looking right out this window at her.
It was just right out here.
And I was watching the commotion, and I saw Shelley up on top of the fire truck, and she was trying to film, and then a couple of Metro PD officers came charging up the steps after her, and she went to turn around, and she fell down the steps on the street side of the fire engine.
Oh no.
Yeah, she ended up right here in just about the middle of the lane as they were pulling Santa's truck out, and they had to, I don't think the guy who was driving Santa's truck, I don't even think he saw Shelley laying in the road right in front of him.
And they did not rush to help her.
No, they did not.
I lost my shit on them. I'm like, every one of you has to go through medical training. Not one of you is going over there to help her. Not one of you is letting me go help her as a certified and licensed medical professional.
And they were telling everybody to stay out of the streets. They wouldn't. They told Agnes that they'd arrest her if she didn't get off the street. Foolish Agnes was trying to go over there to help her.
Yeah.
And they chased her right back off.
They
onto
threw
the
me off.
sidewalk.
Yeah, every time. Get on the sidewalk. Get back.
Yeah.
They made a line of police officers, maybe, I don't know, 20 or 40 long. 20 to 50 long, I would say. There may be up to 50 police officers here. We only got 50 people.
Tony said he watched the cops walk around the corner here at this building, and they were around the corner giving each other high fives.
The cops?
Yeah.
One of them was right here, and I started chewing his ass. I was like, yeah, give him a high five. Yeah, great job. Now go cash in on your health insurance and your 401k. You really earned it today, big guy. He's like, way to really earn that badge. Look at that little frou-frou. You see how he keeps looking at it, thinking like, oh my God, this is going to be so terrible.
I really want to
go.
hug at him.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how he does. Oh shoot, something fell. Oh, it's right here. Sure, ticket, so you're paid.
I had it sticking up way up top there.
Is that where you want it?
Well, it was kind of staying up.
Yes, sir. All right, sorry. It's going to be funny to try to watch this guy get out. So we'll do that, and then we'll keep talking to Bob about what happened with Shelley. Cops did not help us at all. They were terrible. We got into it really badly with the cops. At one point, I was like, hey, we're the only people who support you guys. BLM hates you. Antifa hates you. The Patriots support you. We've said we support the Thin Blue Line the whole time. And then they come in and arrest Santa while we're singing Amazing Grace in the middle of the verse. Middle of the verse.
And as disgusting as it was, it didn't surprise me a bit. I had flashbacks of J6, January 6th.
I said it to him. I said it to the cop. I said, you come in here and you choose policies like that, it's going to make people want to do another J6. If you came in here and you talked to us like gentlemen, the whole thing would have been different.
Yeah.
I let them have it, man. They're like trying to incite rebellion. Yeah.
It's right there.
You wonder why cops get a bad name in the United States? Go back and look at my last video.
A lot of your major cities, that's how they act. Oklahoma City, I lived in Oklahoma City back 2012, 2013. That's exactly how those cops acted there.
That's how the police are in Phoenix and Scottsdale too.
Yep.
And in New York. They're corrupt as fuck. They're corrupt as fuck. I've met some great guys who were police officers.
Yeah, I met some great ones. But they're the majority of them, that's how they act. And then they wonder, you know.
Why do people not like us? Well, you treat us like shit and you push us around and you trample our rights.
Nothing like
and you don't have the balls
cops
to stand up to protect us when you're supposed to. That's why we don't like you.
Yep.
And you lie on your reports. Here's the helicopter.
We look pretty steady, look at
Some buddies over here.
Maybe we're finally getting our news.
We're getting some news cameras coming. I see that truck parked right the foot there. I wonder if he bought a ticket. No. Definitely not, right? That truck parked right up there. I sure didn't think that this would happen when we came down here, guys.
Whose car is that parked out in front of the white van?
I don't know.
That ain't one of ours.
Where?
In front of the white van.
I don't see a white van. Oh, okay, I can't see that car.
The car's parked in no parking zone. It's not one of ours.
I don't know who that is.
It's just random.
These guys are taking pictures of us. We woke somebody up. Somebody's trying to figure, well, he's not awake yet. He just saw the flags.
Oh,
Good job. He gave
thumbs
us thumbs up. Good. He's an American patriot. Yeah. All right. I put the video on private right now. I'm going to make it public later. I just want to make sure that we've got good copies of that video before.
Mine's got yours and mine are copied by several people.
They've been copied?
Telling everybody to get on there.
I'll make it
screen
public.
Record it. Everybody get on there and screen record it.
Now you tell them, how do you do that? What is that?
Everybody needs to get on there. Everybody needs to back it up to where all the craziness happened, and they need to screen record that and save it.
Screen record and save.
Every phone's a little different. If you Google it, Google will tell you, or if you go to your options or your settings and the help section, type in, search screen recording. Every phone will tell you how to do it. If you have any phone that's, within the last several years of age, yours will do it.
And so that's how you're able to memorialize whatever's occurring in real time. You can save a copy of that, right?
If I would have thought about it, I would have been screen recording the same time I was streaming.
You should have, yeah.
I was sleeping. I was actually sleeping and trying to get a cat nap.
Smart.
And I got really hot. It got really hot in the vehicle. And I woke up. And as soon as I woke up, I looked down the street, and that's when all the cops was walking down the street.
They sure came at us hard, huh? They rolled out deep.
Yes, they did.
They brought an armored personnel carrier, parked it right there. I don't know if you saw that.
They had that street blocked off, and they had it blocked off. And they actually blocked us in.
Yep.
They gridlocked us in where we couldn't leave.
They put police in the front and the back.
Yep. I got a video of that.
They had no answer when I was like, how are you going to hold people accountable for a rule that you didn't posted?
They entrapped us. They blocked our only way out.
Yep.
It's against the law. You can't block a public street where people are trapped.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they blocked our egress.
They blocked up here and back there. We had nowhere that we could have went. They literally gridlocked us in and made us stay here. And then they did their whole little show trying to set us up, trying to get us to, let the anger get the best of ourselves, and it didn't work. Who brings 2 armored car personnel carriers and was there 5, 6 ambulances and rescue and 100 cops to serve a traffic ticket?
Yeah, we're not here to fight. We're peaceful and nonviolent.
Who all in this chat has ever gotten arrested over a traffic ticket? 2 days. 2 days after the fact, they issued an arrest warrant
without issuing a ticket, though. It's not like they gave him a ticket and he didn't pay it. They were just like, we're gonna lock you up.
2 days. 2 days. A normal system, 2 days, your traffic ticket won't even be in the system yet, let alone get a bench warrant.
Wow.
So you got the same ticket as if you ran a stop sign.
You think it's 3-letter agencies or military, or who do you think is leaning on the local police to get them to do that?
Somebody's leaning hard.
Somebody's leaning on them hard.
Leaning hard.
Or they would have just done it already. They would have gone and got him at Bunker Hill.
Yep. I would say if anybody could, like hack or whatever, if you could go start pulling financials on those cops that was here today, I would say every one of those has crazy looking bank accounts.
I'll bet.
I would say within the last couple days, they've had money deposited in their bank account.
That's right.
I guarantee it.
That's why they're like, we'll pay you overtime, special duty pay, time and a half, hazardous pay. They'll call it whatever they want.
Yep.
But they're going to put a shitload of money into those boys' accounts
Guarantee it.
To come out here and do this to patriots. Because why else would you? And then brought mostly black. They brought a lot of black officers.
They did.
Mostly black officers.
They did.
I'm just saying.
I didn't know they had that many black officers in Washington.
Yeah, maybe they have a lot of black officers. I don't know. But they sure sent them all.
But, we don't have...
There are white officers here, too. There were female officers.
There were several... there were several. Hey, U-Haul, what's up, buddy?
You see some buddies? You see some buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, what would you tell people about maybe getting involved? How could we motivate people to come out here now, meet us, and join us? If you live in Virginia, hey,
we'll buy you an iced tea. We'll buy you an iced tea.
Iced tea on the house.
We're running out of time. This country's running out of time.
We're not going to get another chance.
We're here trying to be as peaceful as we possibly can be, and this country's running out of time.
Yes.
Pretty soon, if we can't try to fix this stuff, the government's actually going to step in, and we won't be able to fix it.
We're not going to have a chance if we don't do it now, patriots. And if you're in Virginia, look, I've got family here. I know how close you are to D.C. You could be here in 30 minutes. 30 minutes you could be here, 20 minutes. If you live in Maryland, you could be here in less than an hour.
All those
if you live in Baltimore, you could be here in a couple hours. Yeah, a couple hours. If you're one of the people on the overpasses, get out here. All right, we need you. We need people here. We have to show the government, just like Martin Luther King did, that we're not taking your shit anymore. We're not taking your shit.
We're not breaking any laws. We're not doing anything wrong.
We violated no laws or rules. The laws and rules weren't even appropriately posted. They weren't even posted. We got run out of here for rules that weren't even posted, and I had to walk a police officer back there by the ear and make him freaking look at him and rub his face in it like a dog that just shat in my living room. I gotta show it this way or it'll be backwards.
Here's a book that everyone should look into or just read a page or two.
What's this book about, Bob?
Dr. Naomi Wolf. They released the Pfizer papers, and Dr. Naomi Wolf and about 2,500 patriots are going through those Pfizer papers with a crew of 300 attorneys. And the things they're finding in those papers that weren't supposed to be released for 70 years are scary. It's real information that Pfizer was hiding, that they did not want released for 70 years. Why wouldn't they want information released for 70 years? because I think
Sylvia says she loves Naomi Wolf.
Naomi Wolf was a hardcore Democrat and hated the conservative movement until it started affecting the children. And she is a big advocate for the children. And when the shot became an issue, that's what tripped her trigger. She is one of the biggest patriots going these days. Another person you want to follow is Dr. Robert Malone.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Paul Alexander.
Yeah.
You want to get involved with those frontline doctors. They don't risk their whole career. They don't risk everything they've worked for their entire life.
That's right.
To lie to somebody. They have nothing to gain. Everything they speak is the truth. Dr. Naomi Wolf, Dr. Robert Malone,
That's right.
Dr. Paul Alexander.
I know Dr. Alexander pretty well, yeah.
That you should never forget.
One more time in case I wasn't listening.
Dr. Naomi Wolf, Dr. Robert Malone, and Dr. Paul Alexander.
Awesome.
All patriots. All have no reason other than fighting for humanity to come up with what they're doing. And that's the only reason they're speaking the truth.
I'll tell you what, that was a good parallel parking job, driver. What's up?
To pull out or not?
No. We'll
I-
be here indefinitely. We're not going anywhere.
All right.
And we're bringing more people. This is Canada. That guy goes, no, it's not. We're rich. Some guy has no idea. Sorry, all right, we're back. Oh, the kids sucked in their shirts. That's good. Going to see the grandparents, maybe. Going to the museum. Hey, Bob makes really good points. Somebody said Dr. Brian Packford. Do you know that name?
No, I don't.
Okay, so not one that we know right now, but that's maybe somebody that we could look into. That's right. D.C. is not part of USA, they say. Well, of course it is. It's our capital, right? So let's not joke around. There are police shirts say United States Police, United States Capitol Police. So I hear what you're saying. This is Canada. Here it comes, right? They're laughing at that comment. They think that was silly. But yeah, I mean, you see the trucks up here. We're going to occupy this area. We're not going to leave until Santa's released from jail. The police were incredibly corrupt. They were awful. Right now, I think a lot of people were able to do the screen grabs of my other video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't know, I might cut this live stream off. And I'm going to go and I'm going to make them both public. Because a lot of people are like, wait, what happened this morning?
Yep.
And I feel like I've got to show them.
Right.
You know, I could tell them, I don't know, maybe tell them real quick if you don't mind, Bob. Bob's a big truck driver. We've occupied 2 city blocks in D.C. We're on the National Mall with Congress behind me, the Senate behind me, and the Supreme Court behind me, the Washington Monument in front of me. We are occupying. We are not leaving until Santa is released from jail. Santa was arrested while I sang Amazing Grace. I was in the middle of a verse, and they arrested Santa. After that, they charged at Shelley, who then slipped and fell, causing an injury to her left arm. Shelley's in the hospital right now. These police are terrible. I need you guys here, and I need you here now. If you're a patriot, I need you here now. All right, we are occupying. We're on Jefferson Street. We've got 3rd and 4th. Right, from 3rd to 4th, and then 4th all the way up towards 7th. We've got it all locked down and occupied, both sides of the street, right in front of the National Art Gallery, right there across from the Air and Space Museum. I need you out here, and I need you out here now, Patriots. Some of you have no excuse. I mean, I got a really nasty text message from Little Big Rig, and I did call her out. I'm sorry, but like she made a choice to go to a party instead of coming here to stand up for freedom. This is some tough stuff out here. I mean, this is what we're doing is tough. Waking up at 2 in the morning, sneaking in here, parking 50 vehicles in DC, finding out where we can get them legally. And then we come in and get treated that way by the police. I mean,
No, shameful. You would have never thought you'd be treated like that, being a completely legal citizen of the United States. You'd never think they'd treat you like this for coming in to visit your state capital, your country's capital.
bunch of fucking Nazis. The way that these, excuse me, I'm sorry, but the way these police treated us, They acted like Nazis. And you are not going to act that way in my United States. You think you can get away with that, police? You're out of your mind. I'm here peacefully and I'm nonviolent, but I'll tell you what, thousands of people have seen this, and they're not going to take it laying down. We're done taking it laying down, police.
You see why we love this guy?
Sorry, that worked out, Bob. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I got a little worked up. I'm real frustrated about the situation. We took a lot of effort to make sure we were in a legal place. I went all over DC, in the rain to find a place, and there was not one sign that said no trucks here. I walked this road with police officers, and it's on my live stream. There's not one sign that says no trucks, but they towed our trucks. They towed one truck, they stole one truck, and they went into a truck without a warrant and stole it. And what else did they do? They intimidated us into moving the truck, stating that there was a law that was in no way posted at all. Yes, that guy did hit the fire truck, the one who was driving, and hit it when Shelley was up there. So it either struck the truck and caused her to fall, or she was just so startled and taken back that truck was coming at her, and all the police were coming up at her, that she became scared and just fell, It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know. We're here. We're not going anywhere. Shelley's in the hospital right now, and we're going to be here until Santa gets out of jail. That's how I see it.
We're gonna take a walk outside here now, try and round up a few more patriots.
We're going to get you guys some patriots. I'm going to cut this live stream off. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to make the other one public. I don't care. I want you to watch it. I want you to try to get screen grabs from it. Please try to watch it before the government takes it down, because it really, really makes the police and DC and local and federal government look bad, like bad enough that you'll lose your faith in America.
Looks a lot like Canada. That's what you're gonna see.
All right, guys, that's it for me and Bob and Bob's RV.
Love y'all.
Violet, the sexy Texan. Send me a message and I'll hook you up with Bob, and then you come out and ride with us on the convoy. It'll be great. She's been fun in the chat. She's cool to hang out with. All right, we'll see you later. I'm going to make that stuff public right now, so make sure you save it or go in and download it or run it in the background and get a recording of it or repost it, restream it. You want to see some serious abuse of power? You want to see police brutality? You want to see police violence? You want to see apathy? Do you want to see me yell and scream and chew their asses? I got it pretty good. All right, folks, we're cutting it out right now. Here comes a parks officer. Right here. He was walking kind of close to us. We'll give it a thumbs up. Nope. He's over there looking for squirrels. All right, yeah, I downloaded it to my phone. I tried, but sometimes I mess up. So that's why I'm asking you guys to get my back. We're not giving up. We're not going anywhere. We're staying here until Santa's released from prison. What the police did to us today was Nazi. Freedom! Like Nazis to us. And we're not going to do that shit. You're not going to get away with doing that to these Marines and veterans. I'll tell you that right now. Freedom! Freedom. Oh, I'm worked up today.